Hey everyone, welcome. All right, this design is suggested by one of my subscribers. So we're going to make this design today, and I will try to make this video as beginner friendly as possible. So let's start. All right, so first thing you have to do is just grab rectangle pattern tool and draw a rectangle just like this. Should be like this, a little bit bigger maybe. You just place it here and then Control C and Control V, copy and paste to the back, and make sure to rotate this like that. Adjust its position there, and segments are here, segments are here. Now, of course, simulate and then select both, right click and apply linked editing, symmetric pattern with sawing. Then select this one and make it a bit shorter. It shouldn't just fall down. To outfit like this, the shape is really very important, and you have to consider putting so much time on the fitting. Yeah, I meant fitting, not shape. Okay, so let's make it a bit wider. Just make sure it doesn't fall. So just a little wider. Like that. Could be nice. Should be nice. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, because still maybe a little bit more. I'm going to use CPU for now. Now select here to see where it is, probably in this area and this area. I'm going to add the point. I'm going to select the transform pattern tool or point tool, then just select and double click in the middle and just slide like this. And also this part I'm gonna do like this. I will probably add dirt, but let's see. Now, as you can see, this area is way too tight, and that is the exact mistake you should not do. You have to see the fitting very nicely, especially for this type of garment. I'm going to select this here on the hip area. Probably here I'm going to add point like this, and then again with transform point, double click in the middle. This time I'm going to just go like this. So it should be loose in this area, and also the down there. This happens because this angle is way too much. If I make it less, this will be gone. So just try to do something. So just select, oops, and make it a bit smaller like that. And I'm going to select all the outfit and make it upward, because yeah, probably in this area. First I'm gonna just try to increase everything like this, but make it so like this. Make sure it doesn't have this kind of thing. Yep, still a bit tight. You can see it with strain map, but it's okay, I guess. And I'm gonna just drip this down. I'm gonna select another here, probably here, and select this, double click, and just to make it bigger. Try not to create this kind of point. Make sure to have balance. So yeah, maybe a little bit upward. something like this. Now it's very important to have the side seam exactly on the side, so try to tweak as much as you can. I'm going to select this and make it a bit wider, and this one bit like this, and then select everything, then right click on one of the points, convert to curve point, convert only. So I have this kind of shape, and you should not have any this kind of thing. If you have, just try to pull this and this a little bit. All right, this is okay. I'm gonna add dirt in the back, but before that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a point right in the middle, and then just draw a line like this all the way. Then right click, cut and sew. Then select everything, right click, remove linked editing, and now select only the front, right click, apply linked editing, symmetric pattern, and same with here. Alright, so I'm gonna add dirt here. So in here, if I find dirt, I'm gonna add dirt. Just make sure where you find more this kind of ugly fold, try to have the widest point of the dirt on that area. So probably a bit upward. Yeah, like this. I'm gonna make it a bit wider. This side, and simulate. So see, just with dirt, you can eliminate all the bad fold. Yeah. And probably I will need one more dirt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that, Ctrl C and Ctrl V, and paste it there. You will have a little bit of fold, but you mostly eliminate that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a point around this area. Then right click, probably 25, like this. I'm gonna add straps and probably this area in the back, so around this area. Then like right click on 25 like this and make a rectangle like this. Make sure this line is 25. Select that, just rotate like this and place it above the solder. Okay, first sew it like that. This one should be this and this one should be here. Let's sew it here to here. Make sure the sewing thread is straight. Now just select this, freeze it, right click, freeze, and then simulate. Otherwise it will be some problem and it's not good. Don't try to make it too tight, by the way. Just something acceptable. Control V, Control D to symmetric paste, and then just. Alright, cool. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little, not little, but add gathering effect on that area. So I'm gonna add point right about here and a point around here. I can adjust it later. So select that and make sure to check the elastic here. And for now, simulate and try to make it like this. And it will automatically give you the sweetheart neckline. Make sure to reach it. I'm gonna make it a bit here. So around maybe a little bit more. So I will have this kind of fold. Let me show you. This kind of fold, a bit more. Yep. Don't make it too much, by the way. 25 is a bit long. I'll go with 35. Or maybe less. It depends on your design, by the way. You can do anything. Now, I really love this kind of effect, which makes it really, really nice. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that to show internal line, and I'm going to add a point, not point, but the internal line like this. Make sure to have it a bit upward like this. And also, the drill, you know how to get the gathering effect is by just applying the elastic. Do not make it more. I mean, not more, but do not make it way too less like this. It will be really bad. Probably 75. Just, yeah. The thing I'm talking about right now is if you make this way too tight, for now, this is a bit tighter. The gathering effect will not look good. Trust me. So you have to decrease the dirt in order to get some fabric. So let's see. I really love the neckline. It looks pretty good. You can turn off this to see. It's not very amazing. I'm gonna wait. Let's don't drop too much, please. The straps position is really important. It should stay here, not just flowing all over the place. And I think this looks okay for now. So yeah, and you will have this kind of effect which looks good. I'm going to select everything and make it a little bit, just try to make things a little bit better. Yeah, because you added gathering effect, this area feels a bit tighter. Should be fine. All right, so the generic shape is really done. I am happy about it. The fun part about the gathering effect is the particle distance. If I reduce the particle distance so much, it will look fantastic. But right now, it looks good, even though it does not have any detail. This is relatively a very easier design to make, but I'm gonna do a couple of things which enhance the dress, and you should do that. The first thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select everything and then make sure that you are happy with that design. Then do this part. If you're not, keep tweaking. I can keep tweaking hours and hours, but for the tutorial, I think this is good for now. Now I can go and make this amazing. So make sure to save and then do this part. I mean, you should have the backup. Now, so I'm going to select not everything, but these 4 patterns. Then right click and remove linked editing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this sewing. First, let's see. This part is around 7.6, so 8, and this part is 185. Okay, now just select the edit sewing tool, then right click, merge, then add a point. Oh, sorry, I have to check the ratio, which is 32. Okay, now just merge it, then add a point, internal line, then in the 7, probably 8 or 7.7, doesn't matter that much, and here should be around 85. So you can delete this and select that, elastic, the ratio 32. Now you have the one single pattern, which it should be, and you cannot see any seam line in the middle, which you want. And do the same thing with the back. So merge it. Now I'm going to add hems. So just select that upper line, or you can select just one line. Right click, offset as internal line. Oops. 5mm should be good. And here as well, 5mm. I'm going to select this and this, and right click, extend trim and add point to pattern outline. I'm going to select this one, make sure this is selected, then go to trace tool if I find, then right click, trace as a pattern. This should not be like this. I'm going to select, make sure you don't select this point, and trace as a pattern. As I show you, trace, right click, trace as a pattern, and you can just delete this one. You don't need this, and also this one, you don't need this. Now select same and then trace as a pattern. Now watch carefully. You can just free sew here, but you can just segment so there, and you have to free so the top, so like this and like this, and also segment so that and free so here. Amazing. Now I'm going to select both, then right click, superimpose under. It should be under, and you can just sew it like this, and here also, and you can of course what is called simulate. Now select this and reduce the particle distance maybe 3 and collision thickness to 1. Remember that you can leave the strap as is, or the better option, you can make it double layer fabric. What I mean by that is just select that, right click and layer clone under, so you'll have the same pattern underneath. Then right click, remove linked editing and delete the auto sewing. Do the same thing with the other strap. Layer clone under, right click, remove linked editing and also delete the sewing. Then select the newer pattern which is underneath the previous pattern. Then right click and symmetric pattern with sewing. Why I do this? It will make the strap look better. Let me show you. You can sew it, make sure sewing the top and the bottom, not this to that. And also here what you can do is you can sew with the strap, with the hem. So select here to see where it is there, and you can sew it like this, also like this, and you can select this and this to see. So from here to there, select, sew it there, and also sew it here. Make sure the sewings are not messed up. Always check that. Yeah. Now select this and then reduce the particle distance to 5 and collision thickness to 1 is important. Now you can also sew, first just select this point, this lines, right click, offset horizontal line, 4 should be good, and sew it like this. So you'll have a nice effect there, which is pretty amazing. Also delete these points and then select that offset as internal line, maybe 8 millimeter. Hit OK. Right click, extend trim to add point to parent outline. Select that, trace, also that, trace. Segment sew top to top and bottom to bottom, then sew it here. Make sure the sewing is not reversed. Select them in the 3D window, right click, superimpose over. This time I'm gonna make over. You can also do over here. I think I'm gonna do over, not under. You have both option, but yeah, let's select the bottom one, these two, the right click, superimpose over. But first let's do the 2.5 and also then select them, superimpose over. Yep, nice. Then select the hems, superimpose over, simulate. Yeah, it looks amazing right now. Yeah, I should do over, not under. Now 5 or maybe 3 and 1 collision thickness, simulate. I'm going to select these. I can also decrease it even more. Oh, 5 and I forgot. There we go. It should be nice. It is nice, but I want the neckline go a little bit upward, probably like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go and find GPU. This is optional. I mean, I recommend you to lower the particle distance as much as you can, but if your system cannot handle so many particle distance, lower them at 10 millimeter at least. Otherwise, it will not the folds will not look good. Trust me. Now, if I bring that down even less, maybe 5, and if I simulate, it's still not very good. Folds demand so much density, but it looks a lot better. I can go 4, not less than that. It will be really bad. As you can see, the fold looks really good when the particle distance is low. 4 millimeter particle distance for this big pattern is a bit more. I mean, it's exaggerated, but you can do it. I mean, when it's come to this kind of gathering effect, try to lower the particle distance as much as you can. And with that, I'm ending this video. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have any recommendation or suggestion, please feel free to share. I will cover them in my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.